Yo, yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we need some reactions in the chat. Until I don't get any reactions in the chat, again, it doesn't make any sense for me to start the masterclass. Can I get some energy in the chat? Yes, this is what I'm looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do a quick countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hi, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing? Oh my God, this is exciting as hell, right? And plus, again, I know. India-New Zealand ka match is going on, and everyone is like stuck to their screens today. But the best part, you know what we are going to do? Today's webinar is going to be like, it's going to be so exciting that while we are learning, we'll also be watching the match together, right? And I don't think anyone has done this before, right? This is the first time someone is doing this, someone is trying this out. And the best part is, if there's a wicket that goes or maybe like something happens, right? We'll be the first ones to see it while we are learning something new, right? Are you guys in for this, ladies and gentlemen? Can I see some, reactions in the chat? Someone like, bhai, start kar do. Ah, bhai, chalu kar rahe, starting, don't worry. Okay. But yeah, this masterclass is going to be as quick as possible because again, for you guys want to watch the match as well, right? Because it's very, very, very exciting. And even I also want to, but what I also want to do is I want to make sure that I give you the right value that you want, right? So are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to learn something new today? Come on, can I see some energy in the chat? Okay. So one of the things we are going to do, chat, is whenever there is any wicket that goes, or probably if there is any, something iconic that happens, I want you guys to spam the heart emoji so that I know that something happened in the match, so that we can celebrate it while we are doing the masterclass. Okay? Can we try it once? Say for example, abhi ek wicket gaya rahega. It's out. What do you do? What do you do? Come on. Can I see it? What do you do? Exactly, that's what I want. I want everyone to spam the heart emoji in the chat. So, without any further waiting, let me quickly just share my screen. And again, I have my chat right there as well. So, just ignore if I'm looking there. But yeah, I'll keep looking in the camera as well. So, let me quickly share my screen. And again, while we are also editing, let's make sure that we pay attention to the class as well, right? Before we get started, can you guys see the match on the top right? Can you guys see the match on the top right? You guys can? Is it good? Again, it's on mute because I'm talking also, right? It's okay. It's okay. Lovely. If it's lagging or whatever, I'll let you guys know. ठीक है? चलो. So, welcome to this masterclass. We are going to be calling it the Aevy's Video Making Masterclass. In this masterclass, what we'll be covering is, we'll be covering how do you basically make content, or basically you run through the entire process end to end of how you can make videos, right? One of the best parts that I'm excited about, especially about this masterclass, is most of you guys here probably have maybe watched one of our videos. How many of you guys are actually here from, say, Aevy TV's videos? Can I see it in the Q&A section? By the way, I'm not turning on the chat because it will get way too overcrowded. So I just want to know in the chat, how many of you guys are here from the Aevy TV video? Most of you guys are here from the Aevy TV video. Nice. How many of you guys are here from Aevy Video School's video? From Aevy Video School. How many of you guys are here from Aevy Video School? From Ocus's videos. Papa Ocus. Nice. I love it. I love it. So, and how many of you guys are here who have been part of the previous masterclasses? How many of you guys are here who are part of the previous masterclasses? A lot of you guys. Awesome. So we've got like multiple different sets of people, and the best part is we're going to be having fun today, right? While we are watching the match, while like all of this stuff is happening, while you're watching the match, you're going to learn something new today. Okay? So by the way, the score is 168 for 5. Okay? And after every segment that we finish, right, we will do a proper score review, right? We'll go and check what the score is. Probably we'll watch one over also, right, while we are doing the masterclass. Cool? Ready? Can I see some energy in the chat, guys? Can I see that? Awesome, awesome. Let's go. So in today's masterclass, what we're going to be understanding is we'll be going through the video production side and the editing side, right? We'll be actually understanding how does a video get made end to end. And one of the reasons, right, like why I wanted to do this masterclass is if I want to tell a simple story also, you can actually use videos to your advantage and you can make a story out of any simple, any simple thing that has happened in your life. For example, like one of the days, right, like I had actually started this masterclass a little bit late. And while I was doing that, turns out like people did not believe me that I was late because of, some reason. So I actually wanted to tell a story and I was like, you know what, how about I tell that story in a form of a video, right? So if I'm trying to do that, I can actually teach you how a video is made end to end right from whatever tools you guys have currently. Because most people think that you require expensive equipment. Most people think you require expensive software. Most people think that you require a lot of complicated things. But turns out it's very, very, very simple. Turns out it's very, very, very you can also do it. Like even if I teach this to maybe a 10-year-old, that 10-year-old also will be able to do it. So let's go on to the next slide and let's understand how we can make this happen. Okay. So again, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be following a day in a life video type format, right? Where I will tell the story, right? Where we'll create the story from scratch, where we'll be like, you know what, we want to figure out the script, we want to figure out how the story is going to flow, we are going to understand how, how do we set up shots, how do we tell a better story using, using video. And then finally, what do we also do is, how do we put this entire video into editing, use sound design, use visuals, use text to make it even more better. Cool? Cool, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, can I keep seeing the reactions? And by the way, the people who are spamming the laughing emoji, right? I think, one of the things you should use that laughing emoji for is if something happens on screen. Okay? If something happens on screen, especially like agar koi wicket gaya ya fir something happens, say for example, kisi ne 6 mara or whatever, right? Just hit the laughing emoji, okay? So that I know that, oh yeah, I need to focus on the match, something happened, okay? Again, we are going to be context switching again and again, but don't worry, we'll do it like in the best way possible. Ready? Chalo, let's go. So what I'm going to do is, let me just quickly play a video for you guys and actually let me show you how does a day in a life video look like. And one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to show you this is because, again, a lot of folks have started creating content on YouTube and they are not standing out. There is no way for them to sort of, tell the story well by going through the traditional methods or probably using stuff that is already available to them. Right? Let me actually show you an example of how I made a video, right? Using the most simplest things that I had in my house, right? And how was I able to make a story about why I was late to the webinar? Okay? Chalo, awesome. Let me just quickly play this video for you guys. Let me just pause sharing my screen and let me open the video for you. Again, sorry guys, I know the match is still going on. I'll keep you updated. Give me a second. Let me just play the video for you guys. Don't worry, nothing is happening. Still bowling is happening. Cool. Lovely. Can you guys see my screen? Let me just move this right here. I'll just pause this for a little bit and then I'll resume it. Okay? Watch this video.
This all began a week ago when I hosted a video editing masterclass for you guys, and I was definitely late. After the masterclass, I felt very sad that I was being called a late Latif. So I made a promise to myself that I will beat my habit of being late. So I spent the whole day planning and setting up everything to make sure I'd be on time for the next one. After countless hours of prepping, something cool popped up on my phone, sparking something very interesting in my head. I quickly jotted down some notes, warmed up my body, and turned on some motivational Bollywood music to reach before time. And I'm pretty sure that I was going to be on time for this masterclass. But again, this video is going to show you how even with all my preparation and hard work, I still managed to be late. Because I was watching.
How exactly? What do you think? आओ देखते हैं.
Alright, so most of you guys who came from Aevy Video School's Instagram, you guys already know what I'm talking about and what the video was. Because we actually run a series called How to Fix Your Edits, right? And Okus always says, how exactly would you fix this? That is the main reason I was late today. So that is something that we were trying out. Okay, so awesome. One of the things I got to know, especially in the chat, that while I'm streaming the match, someone's, for some folks, it is lagging. Right? Is that true? Is that happening, chat? For you guys? If it's happening, what I'll do is I'll keep it on the side here and beech mein I'll bring it back. I'll keep resuming it. Does that work? Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay? I'll keep the live score on only, any which ways, just in case. But yeah, I'll do one thing. Let me just go back here, pause sharing my screen, and I'll keep the live score on for you guys. Yes, perfect. So the live score is on here. I don't know if there is a way to pop it up, but yeah, we'll keep coming back to this again and again. ठीक है. What do you guys think of this video, chat? Do you guys think like this video was actually shown in such a way where you were able to tell the story also, plus it was very engaging also? How many of you guys think that? How many of you guys think that? Someone like Quasi. I love it. I love it. It's high quality and different. And there was a lot of other things, especially not just with the video. It was also with the scripting. It was also with the way we shot the video. It was also with the way we edited the video, and most of the stuff that you heard, especially when it came to emotions or whatever it is, it was all basically edited using music and sound design as well, right? For most of you guys who've been watching this. So let me just resume sharing my screen. Okay. So let's actually break it down and see how did I make this video. And I'm going to make it very, very, very simple for you guys, because most of you guys here are, I think probably 90% of folks who are here are probably beginners. How many of you guys are here who are like extreme beginners, don't even know the E of editing? Most of you guys, right? And people are like, oh my god, this looks better than most of the videos there. So like extreme beginner, someone like extreme ka XXXX is put. Nice. I love it. Too good. And there might be folks who might have already edited videos in the past, and they are probably here to maybe upskill a little bit. So you know what, we are going to keep it simple, we are going to keep it clean, we are going to make sure that we stay to the point, because there is a lot of fluff that is also involved, right? And I want to make sure that I remove all of the fluff and just give it to you straight. Okay? And Virat ne chhakka mara. Hey, 1 second, India is bowling, bro. What? Look at these people, like half the stuff they don't even know what's happening. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so let's understand how the journey looks like. Okay, the journey, man. First things first, whenever you make a video, right, you will always go through something called as pre-production, right? We'll understand what pre-production is, but let's go through the 3 parts of the journey. Then next we have production. This is the day when we shoot and all that stuff. And then finally we have post-production. And for folks who have joined for the first time or people who don't know who I am, right? So my name is Noronha. I've worked in the industry for more than 9+ years at this point. I worked with some of the top creators and companies that you know today. And I've been training students for almost 2.5 years at this point. This is almost like 3,000+ students at this point, right? And these people have gone ahead and they've gone ahead for placements, and most of them, most of the cream of the crop is actually working at some of the top creators and companies that you know today. For example, Tanmay Bhatt, Finance with Sharan, Nikhil Kamath, and if I had to name some company names, Blinkit, Unacademy, Physics Wala, and much more, right? There's lots more, which I will let you guys know ahead in the masterclass, right? So let's go on to the next slide and directly get started with what we are going to learn today. First things first, let's understand what pre-production is. Okay? Do you guys have any idea what pre-production is, ladies and gentlemen? By the way, we'll keep it very interactive as well. Okay? We'll keep it very interactive as well. What do you guys think? What is pre-production? Can you tell me what pre-production is? Someone saying scripting, someone saying planning, someone saying shooting, storyboard. Okay, what else? Setting up the budget. Setting up the budget, I think probably would also come. I think that won't be used in day in a life videos, obviously, because you're not making a big film, right? Setting up the budget is only for like if you're making like a movie at a massive scale. Right? That's where they use crores and crores of rupees, right, to sort of build the production. But for these sort of videos, you are using like whatever you have, right? You're not even like spending that much money. What else? Planning before shooting. Someone like, where do I answer? You can answer here only in the Q&A section. Just type in. I'm reading the entire thing. Is chat disabled for everyone? Yes. I have only kept the Q&A section on because the chat will get overcrowded. There's a lot of people here. Making a blueprint. What else? Collecting assets for film. Interesting. What else? Story writing, shoot plans, story sketching. Okay, interesting. A good camera. Okay. What else? So most of you guys, whatever you guys have answered, you are right. Okay. Pre-production in the most simplistic way, if we put it, is basically planning and the organizing stage before filming any video. Right? Because one of the things that happens, right, especially when you film vlogs, and this is something that you might have heard, right? Most of the folks, whenever you shoot videos, you don't have a plan in your head, and you may argue that, okay, Martin, it's a vlog, or it's something that that's supposed to be authentic and all of that stuff, which is great. I don't disagree with that. But right now, obviously, with the competition that you see in the market, everyone is trying to make vlogs. Everyone is trying to be, take a piece of the pie. And one of the things that will help you sort of tell the story better is at least to go with a plan of what you're going to shoot. Because think about it, okay? Whenever you shoot anything as vlogs, or if you're shooting any video in general, most of these vlogs won't have context whatsoever. Like, think about it. You will always try and figure out the story in the edit. And you're trying to add more value in the edit. So why don't we, instead of putting in so much effort on the edit, why don't we actually pre-plan this? Because say, for example, if you're talking about day in a life, you want to make sure that you set it up in such a way where it sounds authentic also, plus it doesn't sound as if it's like completely scripted too. It is just you, it's just for you to make sure that you put in the effort in the right direction, right? That's what I think. Something happened? I see like a lot of laughing emojis. Kisi ka wicket gaya? I don't know. Wicket gaya? Someone like questions like आज मैं वीडियो में क्या पहनूं comes in pre-production. Yeah, sort of. Okay, no, just chilling. Kohli's dancing. Oh, I love it. Good, good. Okay, let's go on to the next slide, and now let's understand what's happening. Okay, so in pre-production there are basically 3 parts. How I would put it down. Okay, there is a lot more, especially when it comes to if you're trying to do traditional film, or if you're trying to make like proper high production videos, like where you require a lot of people on set. This list actually goes even more further. Basically, there's like set design and all that stuff. But the only thing that I'm going to focus here on are the most important bits of any story that you're going to tell, which is the basics. Okay. First things first, one of the most important things is scripting your video. Okay, scripting your video, making sure that the narrative sounds right. And then you have shot planning. Shot planning is basically how, once you're done with your script, how do you basically shoot that script? How do you take those words and convert them into visuals, right? How do you basically make sure that you evoke the right emotion? And then finally, your filming location. Where are you going to record this? Okay, so these are the three most important things when it comes to pre-production. In shot planning and filming location also, you can probably add like, you know, your costumes or whatever it is. But mainly for a day in a life, I don't think you need it, right? Because again, it's an authentic story of you. So we'll keep it raw, we'll keep it real. Okay? Let's go on to the next slide. So first, let's understand what scripting is. Okay, let's understand for folks who have never ever made videos, what do you guys think scripting is? Why do people script? I know like it's a text and you know you write down all of word by word what you're going to do in the video, but why do you think you write a script, chat? Can you guys tell me in the Q&A? To make the video organized. Okay, that's one. What else? In text form, what are we going to do in video? No, I understand that. What else? To maintain the full flow of the production. Interesting. Ankita is like, so that we don't yap. No, you're supposed to yap. Like keep that energy high up. Because if you don't yap in front of the camera, then it's a problem. What I am also doing right now is yapping with you, right? What else? Structure the video. To not get into trouble from the media. I mean, that doesn't make sense for me. To have a storyline. Planning to have a clear view in the video. That's awesome. That's what exactly scripting is. So think about it like scripting basically helps you create a clear plan for the project. Okay, very, very, very clear plan for the project. Okay, so let's go to the next slide and understand how to script. How many of you guys have actually tried scripting before? Can you guys tell me in the Q&A section? How many of you guys have tried scripting before? And what is your experience been scripting? Can you guys tell me, like, did you guys end up actually using the script? Someone like using ChatGPT, yes. Okay, interesting. What else? Tried before, very time consuming. Not really. Someone is like, you've got to teach us. Man, I always do freestyle. It is hard. Cool, awesome. So what if I tell you guys, okay, instead of thinking about all of the stuff that is happening in the market, okay, where everyone is telling you, okay, you need to understand this, or you need to do this, or you need to add this hook, you need to add this formula, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm telling you, don't do all of that stuff. Just ignore. Just tell them, like, just be away from them. I will actually show you the most fastest way of doing things, especially when it comes to being a creator or being someone who wants to get started in video editing or in video creation in general, right? For any skill that you want to learn, especially when it comes to, visual design or anything visual or anything that requires creativity, you will always need references, okay? So this is the very, very, very first thing that you should always do whenever it comes to scripting, okay? And the problem with this is like most of these people will think that, oh yeah, like if I'm using references, isn't it like me copying from someone? Technically, yes, and technically no as well. I'll tell you why. With creativity, right, one of the most important things that people don't understand, and this is something that's not taught in schools and colleges, is creativity is nothing original, right? Creativity is not something that, oh yeah, something unique came out of my head, or something original and innovative came out of my head. No, that's not creativity. Creativity is basically a remix of ideas. You take multiple different references, you put it all together, and you create your own style out of it. You add your own taste to it. For example, in the past, right, someone might have, learned or probably figured out how to make coffee. Okay, they might have learned how to make coffee, or someone might have figured it out to be like, okay, you put the coffee beans, you crush the coffee beans, then you pull out the extract, all of that stuff, right? But then after that, there were some people who actually took that coffee and then made their own variations of that coffee. For example, now there is, Vietnamese iced coffee, there is classic cold coffee, then there is, your frappuccino, cappuccino, americano, all of these different types of coffees, right? Do you guys see like the way they've actually made it like sort of a unique blend of their own creativity of sorts, like with any single thing, right? So in the same way, I also believe that if you're able to use references, if you're able to use something that, which has already been created and you're able to sort of build on it, that is the best way to get started, especially as a beginner. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys agree with me? Can I see some reactions in the chat if you guys agree with me? Someone's already saying the book steal like an artist. 100% agreed, right? So this is something that you should do. So one of the things that I did was, right, like especially for this video, I was really inspired by one of these creators who actually makes like really good videos on the internet, right? And some of you guys might probably know where I'm going with this, but for people who don't know, let me actually quickly show you who I got references from. Okay, let me just stop sharing my screen. And can someone give me a score update in the Q&A? Score update, please, because I closed my window. What's the score? I'll give update then to the team or to everyone here. It's 194 for 5. Ooh, interesting. Good play. Did anyone get out? I think it was 4 when I saw it. Okay, 40. Okay, lovely. So it's 196 for 5 now. Cool. So, one second, let me just open it up for you guys. So this is a creator. Oh, let me just resume sharing my screen. Here. So this is one of my favorite creators on the internet, right? And the best part is I have actually learned a lot of things just by looking at his videos, right? He's a legend, obviously. His name is Gox. And one of the best things that we've also learned from Gox is that, whenever you tell videos or whenever you tell stories in general, one of the insights we got is it's okay to steal. He also openly says it in his videos, right? He has literally stolen from movies. He's literally copied scenes from some movies. And the best part is we want to sort of use that to our advantage because that will give us a starting point to make any sort of a video. So one of the things I did was I was able to get some inspiration from this particular video for my video idea. For example, now I already told you, right? Like I was late. So how do I take that particular story of me being late and actually use his reference to make it even more better to tell the story? Okay, let's watch this together. Let's hit play.
This all began a few weeks ago. I had just posted my mural video and I didn't really know what to do next. So to relax myself a little bit and in the hopes of winning my first game, I started playing some PUBG Mobile. A few minutes later, I actually won the game. And I noticed 2 old canvases laying down in my room. And that's when I got the idea. But before I can show it to you, it requires a little bit of planning. And I wanted to make something different, something big to celebrate my first ever PUBG Mobile victory. So I wrote some ideas on my notebook, made some rough sketches, and now I'm pretty sure what I want this video to be about. So today I'm going to make the biggest painting I have ever made. But
Right? So you guys saw that very first bit. What do you guys think of this video? What do you guys think of this video? Like, I absolutely love this, right? The way he's like, set the story, the way he's supported it with visuals, the color grading that he's done. I mean, like the way he sort of presented the entire thing in general, right? It's so engaging, it's so exciting. I'm like, okay, I want to know what he's doing, right? Because there were so many shots out there which actually made me more curious about what's happening. So now, when it comes to the scripting side, right? All of you guys might have already known how to actually, probably pick up someone's script from YouTube, right? How many of you guys actually know this? How many of you guys actually know this? Most of you guys know this, right? Okay, some folks don't know this. Cool, cool, not a problem. So let me actually show you how you can basically get the script of this video from something called as a transcription service. Okay, it's free. You can just, to get the transcript, what you can do is, you can just copy the link, the YouTube link, and then on Google, you can just search for YouTube transcript. Just search for that. And you can just pick up any site here, because most of the sites actually know how to transcript videos. You can just paste it, okay, and then click on get transcript. So what will happen is basically you will be able to see the entire transcript here. So in the first part, what do we need is, we need the first minute only, because we really like the way he sort of delivered the thing, no? So let's just copy this transcript and paste it on a new new Word document, or a new document in general. Let me just log in again. Give me a second. Yes, perfect. I've logged in. Okay, so let's paste this here, and there's so many things happening. So here, what we want to do is, we just want to make sure that we have until the very first line. Okay, meaning the very first para of the entire video. So let's see here, the last was biggest painting I have ever made, right there. Okay, everything else you can just get rid of. Okay, so now we know like what all is happening here. It says this began a few weeks ago when I posted my mural video and I really didn't know what to do next. So to relax myself a little bit and in the hopes of winning my first game, I started playing some PUBG Mobile. Okay, so now in my context, what I want to do is I want to basically also start off my video by saying like, this began a week ago or whatever it is. So let's open a new tab and let me show you how I created the script according to this reference. Okay, let me just open this up real quickly for you guys. Again guys, score update. Can you guys give me a score update? What's happening until I open up the script? Two 207 for 5. Nice. Cool. Someone saying, yes, Sumon is the right person. Yes. Cool. Check this out. So here I was able to make a script based on the reference that we have. Say for example, now it already says this began a few weeks ago when I posted my mural video. So what I did here is, I was like, this all began a week ago when I hosted my editing masterclass for you guys and I was late. So see, can you guys see like the referencing, the way it is done, right? Then next, the next line says, after the masterclass, I felt very sad that I was being called a late Latif. So here, instead of that, what Gox has done is, he's talking about PUBG. He's connecting that to PUBG. But what I did is, I basically connected that to the, something that I was trying to do, but I was not able to do. Okay. Then after that, he's saying, I actually won the game, and then I noticed that 2 canvases that are laying down in my room, and that's when I got the idea. That is the line. So see how I actually converted that. So what I've said is, I made a promise to myself that I will beat my habit of being late. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the entire day planning and setting everything up to make sure that I'd be on time for the next one. So now I've started building up. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see the, the connection? Like here, this guy actually connected it to the canvases that he saw. But here what I'm doing is I'm trying to set it up so that I can go ahead and become a part of not being late for the masterclass, right? So this is something that I did. For most of you guys who do not understand, right, of how this particular referencing works, I'm actually going to show you a faster way of doing things. Because most of you guys probably won't be able to think, won't be able to break down what exactly Gox is doing. So one of the things you can do is you can actually use AI to your advantage, as most of you guys said, right? Like use ChatGPT. So you can just go to ChatGPT, Okay, and then what you can do is you can just ask it, can you break down the writing structure in a way where I can fill in the blanks. Do you guys get this? So basically what I'm doing is I'm asking GPT, okay, now you understand the script and create fill in the blanks basically. So that what I can do is I can basically base it on my use case. Okay, let's hit enter and see what happens here. Check this out. Can you guys see this? This all began, then it says time frame when I did this, and then I was not sure what to do next. It's because of this reason, then I decided to move into something else. Check this out. Look at the second line here. Something like this happened when I noticed this. Look at the third one here. Then it says, before I can show it to you, it requires a little bit of preparation, so I wanted to show you something XYZ, XYZ. So basically here what is happening is, I have technically made your life easy, especially when it comes to scripting a video. Again, you don't have to think about, oh my God, how are things going to work out? You just have to pick up one reference, pull out the writing structure, make it fill in the blanks, and fill it in. Don't you think this is much easier and faster? Don't you think, chat? Oh, someone like Mohammed Shani to Mitchell, caught out. Oh yes, let's go. Very nice, very nice. Let's go, guys. Come on, I told you guys to put hearts in the chat. You all didn't put hearts at all. What is this? Exactly. Someone like, can you repeat? What do you want me to repeat? The score? Okay, I'll repeat this step again. Not a problem at all. Not a problem. Okay. So see, let's break it down again. Okay. You guys remember I picked up the script from YouTube. Okay. We took that reference from YouTube because again, we don't know how to script, right? So one of the things we are doing is we are stealing from Gox. Okay. Once we steal the script from Gox, what we are doing is we are trying to basically create fill in the blanks inside the script. Okay. Because at the end of the day, we don't know how to script from scratch, right? So one of the things you can do is this is a very good starting point. So what I told ChatGPT is I pasted this into ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, okay, ChatGPT, can you break down the writing structure in a way where I can fill in the blanks? Say for example, if you are making a video on my morning routine, you can actually start the video by saying that this all began, say a month ago when I decided to start my skincare routine or something like that. And then the next line which says here, a few minutes later, whatever. So I can be like, a few minutes later when I was applying the, the skin cream or moisturizer or something, an idea sparked in my head and I wanted to try this out. So see, now I'm just filling in the blanks here. I'm just reading the thing and I'm adding my own, adding my own points to it. Don't you think this is much easier? Is this clear now? Is this better to understand? Is this better to understand, chat?
कूदे तो जरूर थे लेकिन गेंद से बहुत दूर रह गए थे।
So this is what I want.
चर्चा हुई थी आपस में कि क्या करना चाहिए, क्या कुछ अलग किया जा सकता है।
I understand
शॉट डाल रहे थे। शॉट गेंदों पे
But if there is something so simple that you can do on the internet,
स्लो गेंद वो आगे की गेंद बैट भी हाथ में शायद हल्का सा घूमा।
I mean, like you'll be able to script much faster. And what I want you guys to do is, I want you guys to actually take this challenge today. After this masterclass is finished, right? I want you guys to go ahead, use all of the principles that you learned from this particular
अच्छी
masterclass,
ऑप्शन
and I
थी
want you to make
जामी की। आई थिंक वो जो पहले शॉर्ट पिच बॉल की
of
ना,
you
वो
watching the masterclass
लंबा मशवरा हुआ
in
था
general,
और बोला कि
right? And the
शॉर्ट
best
पिच
one,
करके
what I'm
देखते
going to do
हैं।
is, I'm going
फिर
to
शामी ने आई थिंक रियलाइज किया कि नहीं,
okay,
शॉर्ट
obviously
पिच
we've
जो
got
है ना
like
काम नहीं कर रही, थोड़ा अपना दिमाग
3 lakh
लड़ाया
followers
जाए।
now on Aevy Video School. Yay, let's go.
जी बिल्कुल वकार भाई,
I will share it there.
गोल्डन
And
बॉल
again,
लेकर ही
you will exactly
मानेंगे
know
वो।
how easy it is to actually make it.
कि जैसी विकेट
Understood,
गिरा
chat?
वो देखिए आज
Okay, I
कुलदीप
see a lot
यादव
of
ने बड़ा
laughing
इम्प्रेस
emojis.
किया है।
Did someone get
बिल्कुल
out again?
नौकाली वाली गेंदबाजी करी है। पहले रचिन रविंद्र, उसके बाद
Can you hear the
केन
match
विलियमसन,
audio?
दोनों ने शतक लगाया था।
Oh. sorry. My bad. Sorry. I think like बीच में थोड़ा सा. All good? I'll repeat it for you guys. Check. Can you guys not hear me? Hello. All good? Perfect. Sorry guys, let's just quickly see what's the score. 213 to 6. Nice. Good score. Let me just. Okay, what is happening here? Is it a 6? Okay, no. Okay, okay. Nothing is happening. Chalo, let's go back. Again, distractions, distractions, distractions. What is the last thing I said, chat? What do you guys want me to repeat? So about stealing a script. Acha, so you want me to repeat that part where I spoke about getting started as a beginner for scripting, right? That's what you guys want to know again. Is that right? Okay, perfect, perfect. Let's quickly go through that. Let me just close this actually. So the point here was, for you guys, especially if you want to make a video, right? Most of you guys find it hard. Most of you guys find it complex to make a video. And the problem with that is because you guys don't understand scripting, you guys don't understand, shooting videos, you guys don't understand how to edit videos. So this is a very good way to sort of, take someone's reference, put it inside ChatGPT, fill in the blanks, and then you're able to add your own spice to it. And the best part is technically you're not copying it end to end. You are adding your own flavor too. And one of the pro ways to do this, right? Like say for example, if you want to take it one step further, one of the best ways to do this is watch like some of your top creators, right? Or watch some of your favorite creators who pull like a lot of views and something that you actually find very authentic about that particular creator. Pick that part up, take this script, mix it together, and then ask ChatGPT, okay GPT, now can you actually fix the flow and can you actually give me the fill in the blank version of this? And what you can actually do is, once you do all of this, what you can do is make a video after this masterclass, obviously. Make a video, tag me, tag Aevy Video School. The best video, I will actually share it on my story, right? We've obviously got 3 lakh followers on Instagram as well, right? So in a way, people will actually know how easy it is. And I encourage you guys to actually make these videos. Because at the end of the day, if you don't get started, right, you won't be able to, gauge if you are able to make videos or no. If you're actually, if you're actually interested in doing this or no, right? So I will do this from my side. Again, no questions asked. Okay? Let's go to the next slide. Did you guys understand how scripting works? Do you guys understand like how easy it is to figure out like what all is happening here? Chat? Is this easier now? Perfect. Cool. Score update, guys. Score update. Quick score update. Can you give me a score update? What's happening? 218 for 6. Okay, lovely. Cool. Chalo, let's go on to the next slide. Now, once you're done with the script, right, you will obviously do a voiceover or maybe you'll narrate it in front of the camera. But the problem, have you guys noticed, like whenever you record any video, if you're sitting right in front of the camera like this and you record whatever you just said, don't you guys think it'll be boring? Don't you guys think that will be like, arey yaar, I did all of this, I actually wrote a very nice script and I presented it in front of the camera. But when I show it to my friend or when I put it on YouTube, the problem is people don't watch. What if I tell you that I actually will teach you something where you will exactly be able to convert these words into good visuals? What if I tell you that that is possible? Interesting? Do you think that will be interesting and exciting? It will be, someone is already saying the video will be very monotonous. Okay? So let's go on to the next slide and understand how do you actually tackle this problem with the most fundamental traditional way of thinking about videos. Okay? How do you make the video interesting? By using A rolls and B rolls. How many of you guys know what A rolls and B rolls are? How many of you guys know what A rolls and B rolls are? Someone like instead of ChatGPT use DeepSeek AI. Lovely. DeepSeek is also great. No idea? No. Most of you guys are saying no. Understood. So let me explain what A roll and B roll means. A roll is basically the main footage that tells the story directly. For example, the way I'm talking to you guys in front of a camera, where this is a talking head, this is basically called the A roll. Okay, very simple. So your voiceover, maybe your talking head video, the way you're talking right now, directly in front of the camera, just recording, no nothing, no visuals, nothing. This is called A-roll. Okay. Now B-roll is basically the supporting footage which will help you tell the story better. What does this mean? So instead of me speaking, you actually show, not tell. You show and tell. Right? Say for example, if I'm talking about, today I'm going to be doing a review of the Razer headphones. Now the problem is I don't have the headphones in my head. But if I do a close-up shot of this, and I'm like, guys, this is the headphones that I'm going to talk about, and this looks so cool. There is a mic, there is a, there are these cups, there is this logo on the top. Now do you see the amount of, the amount of value that you're going to add to a viewer? Because you're exactly showing what you're talking about, right? And this is the difference between a person who just does vlogs versus a person who actually thinks about the story and actually thinks about the viewer first, right? How will the viewer perceive this? For example, say if I wanted to tell you a story, if I wanted to tell you a story about me being late, right? And if I didn't show you the video, most of you guys might have thought differently, right? Probably you might have been like, okay, if I was late and if I was watching how exactly would you fix this, you might be like, okay, Martin might be sitting in the day, he might be sitting on, probably in the balcony somewhere. You might be like, Martin probably might be sitting on a chair. Some people will be like, okay, Martin might be sitting on the bed. Some people will be like, Martin might be sitting on the couch, right? Everyone's imagination is different. Everyone's ways of thinking is different. But if I'm able to actually shoot and show you exactly what the environment is like while I'm actually telling the story, that's how you'll be able to sort of, stand out from the rest, right? And this is true. This is true for every single channel that comes out there. Okay? Have you guys seen, our videos on Aevy TV? Like whenever Achina speaks, whenever there is like a particular topic that we are trying to sort of, break down. Most of you guys might have watched the video where we did a video on the game of wealth. Did you guys actually see the way we told the story? There was literally a POV shot, okay, of the people who we were talking about. Do you remember this? Like check this out. I'll probably show you one example. I'll show it to you so that you guys understand like how important showing, not telling is. Okay, Aevy TV wealth video. Let me just quickly show it to you how it looks like. Can you guys see this? Like we are literally telling the story while we are living that person's experience. This is called show and tell. You're showing also and you're telling also. Is that clear, everyone? If it's clear, everyone, can I see the thumbs up emoji? Can you react with the thumbs up emoji? Come on, quick. Awesome. Okay, so this is what you're supposed to do. Show, not tell. Always remember this. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Now to show and tell, obviously, you will have to either maybe do animations or maybe create motion graphics, maybe do that in the edit. Or what you can also do is you can shoot real life footage, because any which ways it's a day in a life video. So it will always make sure that you are able to tell the story well, and it won't require that much effort also, because you are any which way showing what you are doing, right? Say for example, if I was gaming, I will actually show some shots of the keyboard, I will show some shots of the monitor, I will actually show some shots of me wearing the headphones, all of that stuff. It's pretty simple to understand. But at the end of the day, if you're able to use this in the right way, you are able to tell the story well. And I'm going to show you some shots right now where you can use this to your advantage to get started with any story. Okay? And I want you guys to actually break it down. Cool? Can we do that, chat? Okay? Can we do that? Awesome. Someone is still putting laughing emoji. Did koi wicket gaya wapis? Okay, don't give fake news, guys. I literally think that. What is the score? 6 wickets are gone already. Nobody went out, no? Okay, cool. Awesome. Chalo. Let's understand the first type of shot. The first type of shot is basically called the close-up shot. Let me just actually give you an example how a close-up shot looks like. Now, can you guys tell me, when you look at this shot, What do you guys feel? What is happening here? Can you guys tell me? What do you guys feel when you look at the shot here? Ignore the cricket part, guys. Ignore the cricket part for now. Focus on this. We'll come back. We'll finish this segment, then we'll go back to the cricket part. Sadness, sad emotions, fear. What else? Think about the shot in general. Don't look at the subject. Look at the shot. Details. I love it. Someone actually got it right. Okay, someone is actually looking at the skin and saying that acne, acne. Not that. I'm not telling you to look at that, guys. I'm just telling you to look at the shot and try and figure out what does it make you feel. Don't you guys think when I actually bring the camera so close to the subject, it feels like as if you are actually trying to get closer to the person and understand what that person is feeling? Like, don't you guys feel that it's quite focused on what, what kind of emotion the subject has? This is basically called a close-up shot, right? You will be able to sort of focus on one particular thing when it comes to a closer shot, okay? A very close-up shot, okay? And this is mainly used for something where you are trying to sort of maybe emphasize on something. Say, for example, if I'm talking about, I became late and people started calling me a late Latif, okay? So if I wanted to show late Latif, I can actually show the chat. I'll be like, people are calling me late Latif, and directly zoomed in on someone typing in late Latif. Don't you guys think that makes sense? Chat, come on, be interactive with me. Come on, be interactive with me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What do you guys think? Right? That makes sense, right? So at the end of the day, if you're trying to bring emphasis to any part of the script, you always use close-up shots. Okay? Lovely. You guys are actually doing really well, man. Like, I must say. Let's go to the next slide and understand the next type of shot. Then we have medium shot. When you look at this, what do you guys feel? When you look at the shot, what do you guys feel? Okay, 239 for 7. Okay, lovely. It looks like a one-on-one conversation. Okay, what else? Someone saying bigger field of view. Okay, what else? Someone like, I feel she is beautiful. Guys, focus on the right thing. Nice. Telling something. So basically it looks like as if you are trying to have a one-on-one conversation with someone, right? And again, this is called a medium shot, right? Where you're able to see what's exactly happening on screen. Say for example, most of the times these medium shots are actually used to maybe talk one-on-one with people, or group to one. For example, have you guys watched, let's actually, maybe let me break it down. Have you guys watched Takeshi's Castle? Do you guys remember that show, Takeshi's Castle? Javed Jafri? Like, it was a very, very, very crazy show. Like, I love Javed Jafri, man. Like, he's a legend. Right? So, like, have you guys noticed when they used to cut to Javed Jafri, it's always a medium shot and he's always looking at the camera and he's trying to, make fun of people, right? Or make fun of the contestant. Be like, "Arey, ye aa gaya aur usne upar se jump maar ke whatever, XYZ," right? So here what is happening is he's trying to build an emotional connection in a way where he's actually talking out the script, or what he's trying to do is trying to connect with you on a deeper level. Okay, for example, in this case, right, it looks like as if Achina is directly talking to you in front of the camera and actually telling you what's exactly happening, right? So mainly medium shots are used to tell the story well, just in a way, the way it is set up here. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Again, there are a lot of other use cases also for medium shots. You can also use it for landscapes. You can also use it for, if you want to show something on screen, if you want to basically show, maybe some background, foreground, whatever it is, right? So for this particular case, especially if you're doing a day in a life video, I would highly recommend use medium shots to tell the story in this way. Is that clear, everyone? Again, for folks who are thinking, okay, there are a lot of other use cases as well for medium shots. Yes, I agree. But again, we are trying to focus only and only on day in a life video, right? And I want to make sure that you at least get started, right? Don't focus on any other shots. Like there are a lot of other shots like dolly zoom in, vertigo effect, this effect, that effect. Forget about all of that. Right now, try and learn the basics. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Then finally, we have the wide shot. When you look at this, guys, what do you guys think? When you look at this shot, what do you guys think? You are aware of the environment. Nice. Someone like, is he Varun? Yes. He's Varun Maya. Yes. Action, white space, showcasing the background. There's more action visible. Background adding to the story. Establishing shot. More field of view. So, most of you guys, like literally all of you guys are right here. Okay. This shot is basically used to show context. Where are you exactly at? This is technically also called as an establishing shot. Like, have you guys watched trailers? Like before, in any trailer that you watch, you will always have like a wide shot before any trailer starts. Have you guys noticed? Like any trailer that you watch, say for example, if you're watching the Jawan trailer, there'll always be an aerial shot, like a proper drone shot of the forest. You've seen that, right? So in the same way, why don't you also use these shots to your advantage to build context? Okay, say for example, if I wanted to build context for my video, right, for my day in a life video, one of the things I would do is I would start the shot by me opening up the entire frame, okay, keeping a wide shot of what I am doing. Say for example, if I'm sitting on a computer table, right, and I'm actually falling asleep like this. So that technically is a wide shot because you are setting context. You're telling, okay, Martin is sitting on a chair and he's literally sleeping while he's on the computer. Does that make sense, chat? This is how you set context. Someone's already saying especially in horror movies. Nice, I love it. I love it. What else? Understood? Perfect. Let's go to the next slide. Now, obviously, as I already told you, you are supposed to make sure that you are able to sort of plan these shots well, and this is what you do in pre-production. Okay. So now, can we actually, maybe I'll go off of script here a little bit. What if I tell you I can actually show you one of our Aevy TV videos shot planning of how we basically take the script and we are able to convert it into a proper, a shot board or a shot plan. Do you guys want to see it? Again, my team is going to be really mad at me that I'm showing you this. Okay, target is 252. Okay, 50 overs are done. Lovely. Cool. Come on, if I don't see any energy, then it's going to be a problem. Come on, can I see some energy if you guys want to see this? Yes, let's go. So let me just quickly show it to you guys. Give me a second. There you go. So let me just make this bigger, say maybe 200%. So can you guys see? It says shot number, it says the location, it says the location note, where it is exactly, and then you're able to see what's exactly happening in the shot. For example, now the first shot says, view from the passenger seat, Achina enters the car, tired, and shuts the door. She sinks into her seat, tired. She turns her head towards the window as the car starts moving. Stay for 10 seconds and then she turns around and picks up her phone, scrolls and orders Domino's. Can you guys see how detailed this is? Right? And we've done this for every single line that we've done in our videos. Check this out. It's so deep, right? I'm not going to go even more further because again, this is something that, I'm not supposed to show, but again, it's for you guys, it's for the community. So might as well leak some things out. Anyways, so this is how you're supposed to shot plan, okay? Where you're able to break it down exactly what you're doing in the shot and how the shot is supposed to look like. For example, if you want a wide shot, if you want a close-up shot, if you want a mid shot, if you want a over-the-shoulder shot, like something that's short form for OTS, right? And there are a bunch of different shots that you can actually use. Again, I'm not going to go into the depths of how this works like, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you a fair understanding of how these things work. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. And then finally, filming location, you can just use any place that doesn't have any distractions, right? For example, if you're trying to show that you are working, what kind of filming, maybe say for example, if it's this video, right, where I'm late for the masterclass, what would you show as the environment, chat? What would be the plan, what would be the, plan for where we are going to shoot? What do you guys think? Room? What room? Can we think? My house, okay, it could be office. What else it could be? A room where you can sit, yes, lovely. A desk. Look at you guys, like all of you guys exactly know how do you want to, like what is the location you want to shoot at, right? And you guys will exactly know how do you basically base this as establishing shot also. So now when you say, okay, you can shoot this in your bedroom, you can actually show the establishing shot of your bedroom, right? And then you are able to sort of show, okay, what's happening next, what's happening next, right? Which is amazing. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. And this is something that people have been asking. Sir, can I do it with my mobile phone? Sir, can I do it with the stuff that I already have? Sir, do I require expensive camera? How many of you guys feel this is the biggest objection? How many of you guys actually feel that this is the biggest objection? Most of you guys, see, everyone is here like, mobile se kaise shoot kare? How do we use our mobile phone? That's the biggest excuse. Yes, exactly. So this is where we obviously finished 25% and now we get into production. Okay. With production again, what is production? It's the filming stage of the content. Whatever you've planned, you've already put it down into words. Now you actually go on set or you basically start filming or you start recording. Now there are three most important parts when it comes to shooting any video. Okay, that is lighting, camera and audio. First let's understand what lighting is. So lighting whenever you are trying to shoot any video, right, try and use as much natural light as possible. Okay, say for example if you are shooting it during the daytime, try and use natural light as much as possible, because one of the things that will happen is most of you guys cannot afford lights which are like very expensive, right? And when I started out my career, right, I always use natural light to my advantage. And the best part, like thoda sa jugaad karne ke liye, you know what I did? I took a white bed sheet that was there in my bedroom. I just picked it up and I hanged it on the window so that the light that comes in is very soft. Don't you think that that's an amazing hack? Obviously, uske baad mummy ne chillaya bahut ki who told you to put this dirty thing, अभी जो मैंने धो के रखा था जाके अपने window पे सुखा दिया, right? So that is different. That comes with you living in a proper middle class house. That's going to happen for sure. But these hacks will actually help you sort of make good videos. And if you're able to understand the basics of lighting and if you're able to understand the fundamentals of how things work, right, you will be able to make a better video than someone who actually has an expensive camera, expensive lights, expensive audio. Whether that person knows how to shoot or doesn't know how to shoot, right? That's what matters. So obviously, using natural light is one of the most important things. Number two is controlling your environment. Say for example, if there is too much light coming in, right? What you can do is that you can actually control the light, again, by using the bed sheet, or maybe what you can also do is you can just cover it up with blackout curtains or whatever it is, right? Always try and learn how to control your environment, because again, if you are able to control light, you will actually be able to tell the story way much more better. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Now it comes to the most important part, that is camera. And this is one of the most important points I wanted to raise. You do not need to own any fancy cameras. Your phone is the best camera, right? This particular thing right here, whether it is iPhone, Android or whatever, you need to learn how to use your camera, right? If you think about the shots way in advance, not just picking up your camera and just shooting. Actually, there should be a reason why you're keeping it wide. There should be a reason why you're bringing it close. There should be a reason why you're keeping it a mid shot, right? Your phone is always going to be the best camera. And one of the best ways to shoot pro video, basically professional video, meaning if you want to sort of control things on your camera, you always need to go manual. What does that mean? You need to have control over your camera, because right now the camera is actually deciding for you if something should be bright or something should be dark, right? So here what you can do is you can actually make sure that you are able to set the settings in the way you want it. If you want something darker, you can actually make it darker in the camera itself. If you want something bright, you can make it bright in the camera itself. Okay, and the best way to go, best way to control your camera is by using something called as the Blackmagic camera app. This is completely free. Again, this is like, it's not going to cost you a dime, right? Blackmagic camera is like, it's released by a company called Blackmagic, which makes like literally cinema level cameras. The camera that I'm shooting on right now is also a Blackmagic camera, right? And the best part is it can shoot 12K. So if that company can actually come out here and make an app which can actually support your phone also, they'll actually know a thing or two about filming, right? Right? They'll actually give you controls that you require, especially when it comes to making good videos. Okay, so if you go on to the next slide, this is how it looks like. Again, it's not going to be a tutorial of how you're going to use it. You just need to make sure that you are able to, compose the shot well. Okay, and this is something that we cover extensively in our cohorts as well. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. And then finally, we have audio. What is audio? Audio is basically you want to make sure that video is always going to be 50% audio. One of the things that I've realized, right, like when people make videos, is they'll have their fan running in the background. They'll have like windows open where there is traffic noise. There is like mummy screaming, being like, "Khana ready ho gaya, aa jao." There'll be some neighbor fighting in the background. There will be like, some kids playing in the background. All of this stuff is going to happen. Am I right, chat? Am I right? This is going to happen. Does this happen in your houses? Right? Kids crying, all of this stuff probably might be happening, right? So one of the things you want to do is you want to make sure that you control that as well. And the best way to do that is to basically stay close to your audio source. That means, say for example, if you're recording audio, make sure that your phone or whatever you're using to record audio is as close to your, to your speaking zone. Okay, say for example, if I'm speaking, if I want to talk about something, my mic is right here. It's very close and I can just speak. Again, I have not used anything expensive. I have not bought a mic. I have not done anything. I've just said use your phone mic. It's very, very, very good and very effective. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And definitely, if you want to record audio, you can use the basic, simple voice recorder app on your phone. Okay, you don't need to use anything crazy like Yamaha Pro Tools, Cubase, all of these softwares you don't need to use. Just use a simple recording app, you'll be fine. Okay, so technically, 50% of the thing you've already understood. Come on guys, give it up for yourselves, because you literally stuck with me until here, and the best part, you were exactly able to break down how I thought about the story. It took us what, 45 minutes max to break down all of the shots, to understand what is wide shot, mid shot, close shot, and then we were also able to understand what kind of equipment you need. What do you need to do this? What do you need to do that? Right? So this is something that you need to always keep in mind. Okay? Understanding? Awesome, awesome. Can you guys tell me in one word, how do you guys feel now? We are doing a vibe check, a quick vibe check. Can you guys tell me in one word how you're feeling? Someone saying awesome, confident, smarter, enlightened. What else? Hey, ChatGPT mat karo. I can see some people putting like ChatGPT words, which I also don't understand what it is. Someone like informative. Man, feeling great about it. Awesome. Fucking awesome. I love it. One level upgraded. Great. Engaged. Someone like sleepy. Wakey, Vivek, wake up. You're not supposed to sleep. Who asked you to sleep? No permission to sleep. Here only vibes go on. Come on. Nice. I love it. I love it. Ninni aa rahi hai lekin, but I'm so into this. I love it, Hetal. I love it. I love it. You're doing a fantastic job. This is what I want. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. And this is the part which is a lot of fun, by the way. Okay, this is called post-production. Okay, after everything is done, you've shot the video, you've made sure you've got B-rolls, you've made sure that you do the show and tell part. This is where you bring all of it together, and that includes editing and the polishing stage after filming. Okay, so here first things first, what you're always going to do is you're going to have a voiceover. Okay, a simple voiceover, or maybe if you shot a video also, this is where you will paste the video. How many of you guys in the past have actually edited videos, or probably not edited videos? Let's see that ratio first. How many of you guys have edited videos not edited videos in the past? Haven't, no. Someone is watching from the Philippines. Oh, nice, welcome. I hope you're like you're after like time, maybe like what time is it in Philippines? Crazy to see you guys here. Not just basic cuts, not. I have edited from my girlfriend's birthday. This is where people start learning how to edit videos, where they start editing videos for their girlfriend. I love it. Intention sahi hai bhai. Right? So for folks who don't know how basically editing works, you basically can use a lot of softwares which are available on the internet today, right? And one of the editing softwares that I recommend, that I use every single day, that I've been using for the past 9 years, is called Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, it's by obviously Adobe, and the best part is I was able to build a lot of things or a lot of videos, especially just with this software. I don't need to go anywhere else. I don't need to open After Effects. I don't need to open some VFX softwares or whatever it is. I just need to open Premiere Pro, and I want to put it all together right there. Okay, do you guys want to listen to the voiceover? So let me just open up Premiere Pro for you guys and let me show you how it looks like. Can you guys see this? This is basically Adobe Premiere Pro. Here you will obviously see there is like a project window, there is a program window, and there is this big thing here which you don't know like what this is. This is called a timeline. Okay, if you go behind here, if you start right from the beginning, this is the starting of the video, and if I take it towards the end here, towards the right hand side, this is the ending of the video. As simple as that. It's following a linear path of editing. Okay, so now do you guys want to listen to the voiceover that I made? Do you guys want to listen to the voiceover that we did for this particular video with the script that we had? Check this out. Okay, let's go. Can I see some reactions before I start actually? Thoda reactions kam lag raha hai. Like, I think people have like, sort of lost a little bit of motivation. Have you? Have you lost motivation? No, this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You should not lose motivation, right? You should not lose that energy, because I'll come there. I'll come to you and I'll be like, no, we are going to be passing the vibe check. Okay, let's go. Let's listen to this.
This all began a week ago when I hosted a video editing masterclass for you guys, and I was definitely late. After the masterclass, I felt very sad that I was being called a late Latif. So I made a promise to myself that I will beat my habit of being late. So I spent the whole day planning and setting up everything to make sure I'd be on time for the next one. After countless hours of prepping, something cool popped up on my phone, sparking something very interesting in my head. I quickly jotted down some notes, warmed up my body, and turned on some motivational Bollywood music to reach before time. And I'm pretty sure that I was going to be on time for this masterclass. But again, this video is going to show you how even with all my preparation and hard work, I still managed to be late because I was watching.
Okay, so there are some people asking, what did you use to record this? Do you want to know the answer? Do you want to know the answer what I used to record this? This exact same device. Right? And the best part is you're able to use this to your advantage. Again, trust me when I say this. I've not used any of these mics. I didn't even have these mics when I shot it. It's recorded on this device. And the best part is you're able to use editing. You're able to basically make sure that you are able to EQ the audio, right? Equalize the audio. Make sure that you're able to sort of bring depth into the voice. Just need to record on this, and then once you understand the fundamentals of editing, once you understand like these small nitty-gritties, you will be able to create this sort of an audio. Does that make sense, chat? Does it make sense? Again, Trust me when I say this, your phone is really, really, really good at recording as well. Okay? Awesome. Let's go to the next slide. Someone's saying, is there any alternative for Blackmagic camera? There is another app called Open Camera. Use that. That's also pretty good. Okay? Now, once we put all of this together, right, then we add B-roll on top of this. Okay? So now what I've done is I've already gone to the liberty of adding all of the shots together based on whatever we've said in the video. Okay? Say for example, if I'm saying, check this out. Here I'm trying to show an establishing shot where there is I'm trying to show the desk, show myself, show that I'm literally trying to take a nap on the chair. Then I go closer, then you're able to exactly see what I'm doing. Because here it is not clear that I'm sleeping or I'm just looking up. Here it is exactly clear that my eyes are shut in this shot. Can you guys see now how small we've gone, how detailed we are going, how we are trying to put all of this together? Then in the next shot, see what we've done. I'm trying to open the laptop. I'm trying to scroll through my trackpad. Then I'm actually showing video editing masterclass that I already shared that this started a week ago when I had a video editing masterclass. I'm actually showing how it looks like. Don't you guys think just by looking at these shots here, you're able to make out what the story is? What do you guys think? Tell me honestly. Tell me honestly. Just by looking at these images, I'm not even playing the video, I'm just showing you images. One, I'm showing. See, are you able to sort of piece the story together that you just heard? Look at this. Look at this. Right? So this is basically how you can convert words into visuals using different types of shots. And I've not done anything crazy. There's a close-up shot, wide shot, and medium shot. See, again, here. Let's see the next one. See, again, here, next, close-up, next. Let's see more. Right? Then we have, this probably could be a medium shot. Then again, close-up shot. Then again, this could also be called a medium shot. Right? See, check this out. Again, a medium shot. See, close-up, wide shot. See, whatever I just taught you, see another shot which is wide. It's showing where am I. Understood? Cool. Awesome. So once we do all of that, right, once we are done with the pacing and the voiceover, one of the most important things that you need to do, especially whenever you create any video, you need to bring emotions. You need to relate with the audience. Now, if I play this video, okay, let me just play this video and see if you're able to feel anything after I play this video. Okay, check this first part out.
This all began a week ago when I hosted a video editing masterclass for you guys, and I was definitely late.
Do you know how to feel? Does it make you, when you watch this particular small sequence, do you know how to feel? Does it evoke any emotion? No, right? People are saying, no, I don't know how to feel. Is it happy, sad, whatever? I don't know, right? So here, one of the most important things that comes into place is music. You're supposed to use the right music because music will help you set the tone, pace, and the rhythm of the video. Right? You will exactly know how people are supposed to feel. Okay. Then obviously, let me go on to the next slide and actually show you here, okay, or the next sequence and show you how music can actually create a lot of character into the video. Check this out. Okay. I have just one track that I've downloaded from the internet, okay, which matches my video. And for people who are asking, give me some sites from where I can download music and all of that from, let me just finish this entire segment. Let me just finish this entire masterclass. In the end, I'll give you all of the free alternatives also. Okay? Let's play this and let's listen to how this makes you feel. Okay? Check this out.
This all began a week ago when I hosted a video editing masterclass for you guys, and I was definitely late. After the masterclass, I felt very sad that I was being called a late Latif. So I made a promise to myself that I will beat my habit of being late. So I spent the whole day planning and setting up everything to make sure I'd be on time for the next one. After countless hours of prepping, something cool popped up on my phone, sparking something very interesting in my head. I quickly jotted down some notes, warmed up my body, and turned on some motivational Bollywood music to reach before time. And I'm pretty sure that I was going to be on time for this masterclass. But again, this video is going to show you how even with all my preparation and hard work, I still managed to be late because I was watching.
So do you guys see the difference now? Do you guys see the difference? Right? It was just one music track that I used. And this particular genre or this particular type of music is actually called classical music. Okay? And when you watch that Gox video also, Gox actually also uses a lot of classical music in his video. So I was able to steal that also from Gox. Right? Again, this video is mine. It's not picking up his style completely. This is my own style of storytelling. But I was able to take bits and pieces from his video to actually make my video better. Right? So in the next one, let's go to the next slide here and see what do we have here. Then we have visuals and text. So if I go to the next sequence here, once you add all of this, again you need to make the video even more crisper, right? You want to add more show and tell elements. So here what I'm going to do is, especially whenever I'm doing the establishing shot, how about I actually tell people what this video is about using text. So in this case, what I've done is if I go to the text part here, if I go back, let me just go back here and let me actually show you how this exactly looks like. Let's just load. I think the font is not loaded in this, but yeah, can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? Right? So again, what I've done is basically I've got this one by one. Again, this is lagging a little bit, guys. So just ignore that. But here, you're exactly able to know like what do you want to, like what is the entire context of the video. So I'm saying day in a life and then I'm actually showing me in the background. So that adds more context, and the more text you're able to add, the more visuals you're able to add, the better it becomes. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Obviously, we've added text here and there where we've also added subtitles. Okay, if you've watched like videos from most of the creators that you see on the internet, like one of my favorite ones is there's this channel called By Maximize. Okay, how many of you guys actually know about them? Like they're an Instagram page. They started like doing movie clips. How many of you guys actually remember this? How many of you guys actually watch his videos? Like he inspires me a lot as well. Most of you guys, right? The best part is I sort of figured out being like the way he actually adds subtitles or the way he adds text on screen is way much more interactive, or it adds more value to my video, because now people are able to sort of understand word by word what I'm trying to say, right? And your job as an editor is to direct the focus of the viewer. So with subtitles, what you're trying to do is you're trying to direct the focus of the viewer. Say for example, you've put 3 words on screen. You're exactly able to bring it one by one and say, tell the viewer, okay, where do you have to see? Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Something like that. Okay. Now next up, after you add subtitles and all of that stuff, then what you can do is obviously, if you want to pick up a good font or whatever, I'm going to skip this part because most of you guys already know about this, right? So I don't want to go deep into all of this. Now the next most important part when it comes to creating good videos is sound design. Okay, you guys already added music, but sound design is something that will elevate your video even more. Did you guys notice when you watch that video or those shots that I made, did you guys notice there was no sound at all? Did you guys notice that there was no sound at all of whatever I was doing? That is because most of this video did not have sound whatsoever, right? So what you have to do is you have to make it sound more realistic, more natural. And the best part, when you actually do sound design, people are able to relate. People are able to exactly know how the particular thing sounds like, right? like if I tell you, right, like if you watch a movie without sound, you will not understand the movie. But if you watch the movie with sound but without video, with sound but without video, you'll still be able to understand what the movie is about. Don't you guys think? Like imagine if I played just the video, just the audio of the video, you would still know, no, what's happening because of the voiceover, because of the sound, because of the stuff happening around, right? You'll exactly know how this particular thing sounds like. But if there is no audio, or if there's just visuals and no audio, you'll exactly won't be able to relate with the audience or relate with the particular person who's telling you the story. That's why sound design is very, very, very important. So one of the things that I've done is obviously I've added some really good sound design to this to show you guys how important sound design is. So let me actually show you some ways of how sound design works. So here obviously one of the most important things that's important here is the background sounds. Okay, it's also called as atmosphere. Now, if you're looking at this shot, right, where do you think this shot is like, what do you think this shot sounds like? Can you guys tell me? What do you think this shot sounds like when you look at this shot? Think. Maybe a chair creaking. Okay, what else? Keyboard, I'm not even touching the keyboard. I'm talking about this particular shot only. The rocking chair sound, yes, exactly. But there is one more sound that you guys are missing. There's one more sound that you guys are missing. Think. PC sound, okay, but what else? Think. Exactly right, my friends. You will know it if it is night or day by using sounds which will actually help you determine by probably like cricket sounds, maybe the room tone sounds, or maybe you will have like traffic in the background. So many different things, right? That's how you'll be able to make out. Do you guys want to see an example? Do you want to see an example of how atmospheric sounds sound like? Check this out. So all of the layers that are here, okay, in blue are the atmospheric sounds. Let me just put on my headphones and actually let me hear it with you. So let's play this layer here and see how it sounds like. Okay, first one. Can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear crickets in the background? Like it looks like it's in the night. Okay, now let's play the second one. Okay, now let's see how it sounds, how the second particular layer sounds like. Okay. Can you guys see? It's a low sort of a hum, like that's what's happening, right? And then finally we have this one. Okay, the last one. Let's check how this sounds like. What does this sound like to you? What does this sound like to you, chat? Yeah, maybe a fan, CPU fan, AC vent, whatever it is. So if I play all of these three together, see how it sounds like. Do you guys see the difference what sound makes? Do you guys actually see the difference that sound makes? And now if I play everything together with the particular music and the voiceover, see how it sounds like. This is the music, by the way, the one in the green, and then the one in the lavender is basically the voiceover. Check this out.
This all began a week ago when I hosted a video editing masterclass for you guys.
Is there a difference? Chat, is there a difference? Do you guys see the difference? Can I see some reactions if there is a difference? I literally showed you something which normally people don't talk about, which is so basic that once you start doing it, you'll realize how important it is, right? And then finally, what we'll also be doing is, as you guys already said, there are some essential sounds in this particular, video. For example, as you guys told me, there is a chair creaking sound. These are sounds basically which match the action on screen. Say for example, if there is a chair creaking, you'll always have a chair creaking sound, right? So everything that is basically in this particular brown color, right, are all essential sounds. Check this out. Okay, the rocking chair sound, by the way, as you guys told me. Do you guys see that? Here, there is one more layer here. Let's see more. Okay, and then let's see more here. There's one more layer here. Let's see what's there in this particular part. Right, again, I'm putting the sounds of me actually playing with the trackpad. Right, let's go ahead here. What is there here? Let's see. There is a click sound that I'm clicking on the chat button here. Right, so if I play all of this together, check it out.
This all began a week ago when I hosted a video editing masterclass for you guys, and I was definitely late.
Very, very, very simple, right? So this is one of the most important things when it comes to sound design, okay? And then finally, once we do all of that, once we finish the sound design with all of these essential sounds, atmospheric sounds, and maybe, you know, movement sounds and all of that stuff, then finally we do the polishing, okay? Polishing probably includes also you doing color grading, you adding that cinematic touch, you making sure that the audio is sounding well, you making sure that, you know, something is not loud, something is not soft. You will also make sure all of the shots that are there that is not required, you remove all of those shots, right? So this is where polishing comes in. So now, do you guys want to watch the final output? Do you guys want to watch the final output of how it actually sounds like? Now, after seeing the entire process, can I see some reactions, ladies and gentlemen? If there's no reactions, then I also don't get the energy to do it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Okay, India is backing 246 runs in 49.4 overs. Thanks for the update, Pranjali. Very nice. Let's see. Okay, let's watch this video again. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
This all began a week ago when I hosted a video editing masterclass for you guys, and I was definitely late. After the masterclass, I felt very sad that I was being called a late Latif. So I made a promise to myself that I will beat my habit of being late. So I spent the whole day planning and setting up everything to make sure I'd be on time for the next one. After countless hours of prepping, something cool popped up on my phone, sparking something very interesting in my head. I quickly jotted down some notes, warmed up my body, and turned on some motivational Bollywood music to reach before time. And I'm pretty sure that I was going to be on time for this masterclass, but again, this video is going to show you how even with all my preparation and hard work, I still managed to be late because I was watching.
How exactly? What do you think? आओ देखते हैं.
Do you guys see that? Do you guys now feel satisfied of being like, oh my god, I showed a video or I told a story of what I exactly felt like? And don't you guys think it's easy? Like for me, like if you're able to break down all of these fundamentals, it's actually easy to make videos, guys. And the best part is you can actually tell that story yourself, right? I have not done anything complex here. I have not done anything something that is like that requires like a lot of effort, lot of hard work. It doesn't require like a lot of thinking of being like, oh my god, I need to do this, it's Christopher Nolan style. Nothing. I just kept it very simple, right? And this is something that you can do this too. And most of my students who've actually learned from me, right, through my cohorts, have actually, you know, are able to sort of make these videos. And the best part is, because they're able to take all of these learnings, right, they were able to actually, you know, monetize this particular skill that they had. Okay. So now if I go on to the next slide, this is obviously 100% done. And this is the tip of the iceberg, right? Because at the end of the day, what we did was we were able to show you the entire end-to-end process of how things are done, right? And if you want to get 1 level below, 2 levels below, 3 levels below, 4 levels below, right? This is something that we cover in depth in our cohorts. And obviously, because most of my students, right, they were able to take all of these principles, actually apply that into their own life. They are able to, you know, sort of crack deals with some of the biggest creators and companies out there, right? And this is the placement network that we have. And, you know, for this exact same skill, there are companies like this who are hiring, right? And there are much more, not just these many, there are much more. There are 500 plus recruiters that we have, okay? And then again, it's not just domestically, it's not just only in India. People from, you know, Dubai and all are actually hiring from us, right? From our recent placements also, right? There's been a lot of folks who've gotten placed internationally as well. You can actually go check it out on our Instagram page, right? Where we keep posting these stories about our students who've actually gotten placed. And the best part, they've also put in the hard work, they've also put in the effort to sort of make sure that they are able to take all of these learnings, put it together, and they are able to sort of bring returns to themselves, right, to their lives or to their families or whatever it is. They were able to achieve that financial independence, okay? Now let's understand like how my structure looks like. You might be curious, right? Like being like, okay, Martin, now you just said that, okay, I'll be able to learn this particular skill, but how would I do this, Martin? Like how is this possible? How would you do this? So basically what we do is we are a video mastery cohort, right? So what we want to do is with editing, we also want to teach you a lot of other skills which are very important, which nobody else actually teaches you. So let me actually go through the structure of how things look like. First, obviously, we understand the fundamentals of Premiere Pro, where we actually dive deep into understanding, okay, how do you import footage? How do you play around with images? You will also understand how to add cuts. You will also understand how to play around with, how to play around with voiceovers, how to basically play around with music, how do you find the right music, how do you basically use simple sound design. And then in the advanced section, you will also understand the art of keyframing, how you can basically use these shots to your advantage, what is the psychology behind it, why do we actually add this cut. As I already told you, right, about the different types of shots, there is actually a psychology behind it. There's actually a reason why you're creating a wide shot, because you want to show like the environment. Like if you want to dive into someone's emotion, you will actually go closer, right? This is something that we cover in our cohorts. Not just this, we also cover the fundamentals of video production, which is very, very, very important for you as a person who actually makes videos, right? You just don't need to learn how to edit videos. You also need to learn how to shoot. So the way I've set up the camera right now, there is lighting, camera, audio, like the way you can shoot videos on your phone. We cover all of this. Then next, we also understand how you can create, a portfolio, because most of the times, right, like if you buy something on the internet, you will never buy something from someone who has a very bad design. Say for example, if it just says like, okay, buy now, and there's like some random three buttons on the screen, you will never buy from them because they don't look trustworthy. They look like a scam. But say for example, if you have to buy something from Apple, right, and if you have to buy something from someone very reputed, you will always look at the design, because trust is always built based on design, right? And the design actually builds more trust in someone. So we actually show you how you can create a kick-ass portfolio which will actually sell, because at the end of the day, you are also selling your skills, right? You're also giving a service once you actually learn how to get to learn these skills, right? And then obviously we also go into Photoshop, right? One of the things that you already seen in our Aevy TV videos or in any of our videos, right? We want to make sure that you also understand how to manipulate images or how to create assets, how to create thumbnails, because this is one of the most important things when it comes to being a creator on the internet, because you need to also understand the platform, right? And thumbnails are one of the most important things when it comes to creating long form videos on YouTube, right? If you're making shorts or whatever it is, you'll be able to create assets, or you'll be able to create images where you'll be able to manipulate them and make it easier for the viewer to watch. Say for example, if you're talking about inflation, right? To show inflation, obviously you can show it in a visual way, right? Like people understand way much more better when you actually show them a visual way of visual way of thinking, because it's sort of a reminder for them. Like, I saw this on Aevy TV's video. Oh yeah, I remember because this guy did it this way, right? So using Photoshop is like an underrated sort of a trick, right? Which we actually teach you, because at the end of the day, we want you to learn all of these skills and have this complete stack with you, right? And then again, not just this, we'll actually teach you how to take these manipulated images, take it into After Effects, right? And actually create a lot of motion, right? Using these images. Because again, if you just use the image, it will look like a PowerPoint presentation, right? But if you're able to create animations, if you're able to sort of conceptualize, visualize, if you're able to make these things move on screen, right? This is possible with After Effects, right? And if you're a complete beginner, if you don't even understand how After Effects works, how Premiere works, how Photoshop works, you don't have to worry. We have a lot of fundamentals videos which will bring you up to speed, right? So this is actually a beginner friendly cohort. And now obviously with the advanced section, you will also understand how do we create our animations, right? How do we conceptualize, how do we think about, like we also break down one of the animations that we've done on Aevy TV, right? Most of you guys want to learn that, right? And we want to do that because at the end of the day, we want to give it back to the community that gives so much love and support to us. So we want to make sure that we give as much value as possible, right? Whether it's through these masterclasses or whether it's through the cohort. And then finally, not just this, you will also be understanding how to use Gen AI tools. You will also be understanding how to use Midjourney, Runway, Sora, and all of that stuff, right? And one of the things that we'll be doing in this cohort, right, we'll be also covering the latest video models that have come out recently, right? Nobody else does this, ladies and gentlemen. And what we want to do is basically we want to keep you up to speed. Because at the end of the day, if there are tools that can make your life easy, why not just use them, right? And then finally, for this cohort, right, this is something new that we are doing. We are introducing a freelancing module for you guys, right? We have not done this in the previous cohorts, right? And this is something that we want to make sure that most of the folks who are here who want to make a quick buck, maybe you are in school, maybe you are in college, if you want to make like maybe some side income, right? Most of you guys probably might not know how to find clients. Most of you guys won't know how to, do client servicing. Most of you guys might not know how to, reach out to clients. Maybe how do you write a proposal? All of that stuff, right? We are introducing a freelancing module and we'll teach you exactly how to do this, right? And then finally, we are also introducing a creator module. As you guys saw in this particular masterclass, right? We were able to cover it end to end. One of the things we are going to learn in the creator module is we are also going to be seeing how YouTube works. How do you find your niche? How do you create great videos? How do you understand your YouTube analytics? We also sort of go diving deep into saying what the market wants, right, in general, because everything that had to be created on the internet has already been created. So for you to stand out, right, how do you basically understand what the market wants? What's your audience like, right? This is something that's very, very, very important. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Now let's understand the pricing. But before we go to the pricing, right, is there any update on the score? What is the score? Can we see the score? What is the score, ladies and gentlemen? The cricket score. It's 23 for 0. Okay. 25 for 0. Okay, lovely. Cool. So now let's come to the pricing. Okay. So if you go to avtv.com, okay, this is our main website where you can find all of the details to the course. If you scroll all the way down, okay, you will see it's 59,990, okay, including a GST plus 25,000 rupees placement fee. This is our ideal pricing, right? This is what we sell our cohorts at. But because you guys were here, you guys have been here until the end, and you guys are still here. So what I want to do is, again, this 59,990, and then we have this 25,000 placement fee. I'm going to get rid of the placement fee, right? It's on me. Okay, you don't have to pay this. Then again, with the 59,990, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut this down to 54,990, which I'm still going to cut off. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give this cohort to you at a discount at 49,990, right? This is only, ladies and gentlemen, valid up to 72 hours. Okay, but you might be like, okay, Martin, but why should I join this? Is this for me? Okay, let me actually show you a tweet. Okay, this tweet is actually by Naval. Okay, Naval is one of the biggest investors, one of the greatest entrepreneurs of this day and age, right? He runs a company called AngelList. He says that apply for jobs before they exist, right? Because now what is going to happen, the world is going to shift fast, right? And the best part is you will actually be able to sort of take all of these learnings and show yourself the output and the world output, right? In the form of, you selling your services, or probably you selling your skills, or whatever it is, And the best part is with this cohort, right? This particular jobs, right? Especially when it comes to video editing jobs, most of you guys might have that question because of AI and all that. I'm worried that my job might go, right? AI will actually empower you even more, right? It's not here to take jobs. It's actually here to make your life easy. And if you will be like, okay, this will make the editor's job easy, but the best part is you'll be able to push out more, no? Because you've got a superpower in your hands. So if you are a student, obviously you should definitely join this cohort, because at the end of the day, one of the biggest reasons that we want to do this is because most of you guys have been a part of the creator ecosystem, or probably have been a part of the creator economy, and you guys actually want to build something which will which will sort of help you maybe crack something in the future, right? Say for example, if you want to make some money, right? If you want to get your first freelancing money, or maybe whatever it is, right? As a student, you can actually do this as a side thing, right? Because at the end of the day, adding more skills to your repertoire is more valuable. And the best part is, again, you don't have to be dependent on your parents, right? Because you'll be making money. If you're an existing editor, obviously there are people who are maybe like have edited for like 2 or 3 years. Maybe they've animated here and there. Maybe you guys have have some experience adding cuts. You might have had experience using Premiere Pro or whatever. One of the biggest reasons that you can join this cohort is obviously to upskill, right? Where you'll be able to take all of your learning which you already have and probably upskill them, take them to a level where you've never taken it before. For example, until today, you were just the pixel pusher, meaning whatever you were told, you are just doing. But now, as an editor, if you join this cohort, obviously you'll start learning how to think. And do you guys remember, like when we actually did the masterclass, when I told you to think, being like, okay, how do you feel? What does this make you feel? How does this make you feel? This is exactly how the viewer will also feel, right? And the best part is you'll start thinking. And this is where creativity will strike in. This is where you'll be able to make better videos, right? So if you're an existing editor, definitely you should join. And for someone who's obviously looking to switch careers, looking to switch jobs, this is a really golden opportunity for you, because again, one of the best things that we've seen, right, or probably which we've seen in the last 2.5 years, the demand for video editors has gone to a point where literally recruiters are fighting against each other to be like, okay, give me the editor, give me the editor. We've seen so many examples, right, internally as well, where there is like one creator who's been like, okay, you know what, this editor is great, okay, I'm going to pay him this much. But there is another creator who comes in being like, okay, how much did that guy offer? Okay, I'll top him up. I'll give him extra 10,000 rupees. I'll give him extra 20,000 rupees, right? Because there's so much demand. Again, the industry is going to keep rising up and up, higher and higher, right? And then finally, for folks who don't care about jobs, who don't care about like whatever is happening, if you just want to learn how to make content, if you just want to learn how to become a creator, this would be a great starting point for you guys, because this will allow you to build a network. It will allow you to hold yourself accountable. And the best part is you will be able to push content to folks who've already been there, done that, right? So this is something that I would definitely highly recommend you guys to do, right? So if you want to join the cohort, if you want to be a part of this, again, 72 hours the offer lasts, okay? Scan this QR code if you have any questions, like for folks who probably might have questions about the cohort, you can just scan the QR code and my team will be there, right? And for folks who want to make the payment, right, I'll just share the payment link in the chat. Until then, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to give you a quick score update, right, of what's happening. It's 28-0, right? This is live. And I will share the payment link in the chat. Now we can answer some questions in the Q&A section if you have any, right? Anything and everything you want to ask me. I would love to answer some of these questions. Okay, let me just pause sharing my screen and let me actually show you. Give me a second. There, if you want to scan the QR code, right there. All right, Can I see Rohit is in the board? Oh, okay. Rohit Sharma is playing well. Nice. So this 49.990 includes the placement fee as well? Yes. Yes. You don't have to pay anything for placements. Don't worry. Yeah. Which font is used in this PDF? I think it's General Sans. Yeah. What else? Really love your content being following you for quite a while. Middle schooler from Bangalore. I love it. I love it. Thanks for being here. Come on. Any no questions? Oh wow, I didn't scroll down. My God, there are almost 4,000 questions. GG. Okay. Cool. Let's see more. Is this going to be online or offline? It's going to be online. What else? I've pasted the payment link in the chat for folks who want to, make the payment. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Let's see. How would one make an educational video interesting and not boring? For example, teaching concepts or data analytics. There is no storytelling as involved in it. There is, right? That's the best way of telling stories, right? If you're talking about data analytics, there'll always be a human element to it. For example, what is the data about, right? Where does it connect? Like if you're talking about supply chain, it still connects to something, right? Some supply chain it will connect to, some human element it will connect to. Again, stories can be made, guys, right? The only way that works is by figuring out a format, right? So say for example, if you're making videos on say any data regarding say education in general, okay, you can actually make case studies. That's the best way. You're able to connect it to a story. You're able to connect it to something that's right now trending, right? Again, the formula is you're able to take something that people relate with, you're able to take some insights that you have, mix it together, and then you're able to tell the story. Simple. It's not hard at all. Again, guys, everything that right now that I'm also doing is also telling you a story, right? So again, everything can be turned into a story if you actually spend the time doing it. I would highly recommend Premiere Pro, guys. Cohort classes timing is going to be on Wednesday and Saturday. On Wednesdays, the classes are going to be at 8 in the evening. All of the classes are going to be in the evening, by the way. We don't do classes in the afternoon or whatever. Indian Standard Time. Okay. And then on Saturdays, we have it at 6:30 p.m. to, I think it's 2.5 hours long to 3 hours. Because again, it's a creative endeavor. So we actually do live classes. For again, this is not a, we don't do, stuff that, that is not important. Right? Something that is not important, there's no use case for it, we will not cover that because again, if we have only not used it, like I don't think you guys will use it. How long is the course? The course is for 3 months. The cohort is for 3 months. By the way, Adobe also, for people who are saying that Adobe is expensive, again, if you guys are students, Adobe actually offers a student discount, right? There is no verification, nothing, by the way. You can just directly go pay for, and I think it's like some 600, 700 bucks a month. That's literally like you buying 2 pizzas or maybe a pizza, a large pizza from Domino's, right? So might as well, it's a good investment for yourself because at the end of the day, if you're able to sort of use this, use this money to buy the software, it actually helps you in a very good way. So say for example, if you want to use those Gen AI tools that Adobe has, like for example, Firefly, they actually give it with the Creative Cloud subscription, right? And if you want, say for example, if you want these different other softwares that are there, like Audition, After Effects, Photoshop, everything is included in the Creative Cloud suite, and it's as low as 600 bucks, which is really good. What else? Does Adobe Premiere Pro work on Mac? Yes, it does work. It's their cross platform, Windows, Mac, it'll work. Shouldn't be a problem. Someone like, will you teach CapCut? No, we will not be teaching CapCut. I'll tell you why. First things first, CapCut is banned in India, right? Number two, let me just actually give you a proper analogy of this, okay? So if, say for example, if you are using CapCut, I'm not judging the tool at all, okay? If you're using CapCut, say for example, you're working for a bigger brand, if you're working for a creator or a brand which is like, which needs open files. If you send the CapCut project, most of the folks out there who are actually in the industry who have media teams, they don't know what CapCut is. And they won't be able to open the software whatsoever. And at the end of the day, if you're using these softwares, I'm not saying the software is bad. I'm just saying it won't be compatible with the brand that you're working with, right? But if you use Premiere Pro or industry grade tools like Final Cut Pro or maybe even DaVinci Resolve, right? These are industry grade tools, right? And these sort of softwares are actually have been there in the market for a very long time, and if you're able to send these open files to them, they exactly know how to open it. Because they might have not even heard about CapCut, they might have not even heard about like your VN video editor, and there are a couple of other video editors out there, right? So I will always recommend to use Premiere Pro because it always gives you control over your entire video. Plus, if your clients want the project, if your clients want the open files and all that stuff, you can just send it to them very, very, very easily. Right? So that is my reasoning for CapCut. You haven't told the free alternatives. So basically the music that I got, right, I got it from a site called Epidemic Sound. Okay, that is paid. But if you want to go to some free sites, there are some sites called, there is one site which is one of my favorites, it's called mixkit.co. Right, where you can get really good music. And then there are also other sites like you can use Ben Sound, there is free stock music, and there are some AI tools also that you can use, like for example Suno.ai also is like pretty great, where if you don't want to spend time sitting and finding music, you can actually generate it using AI, right? And for sound effects, you can use something called as freesound.org, or you can also use a site called freesfx.co.uk. These are the free alternatives that you can use. Should be fine. Cool, awesome. I think that's pretty much it. If you guys want to reach out to my team, here is the QR code. And again, guys, we're rooting for India, right? I literally believe that India is going to win, right? If you guys believe that India is going to win, can I see some reactions in the chat? So I'm very, very, very excited because we're about to make it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cheer for our team. Let's cheer for all of the folks who are actually working hard there and bringing so much. They're making us proud as a country, right? So full shout out to the entire Indian cricket team. And if I don't know if anyone is watching this video editing masterclass, I don't think anyone is. But yeah, we'll see you guys. If you guys enjoyed this, please do tag me on Instagram at Aevy Video School. And if you want to tag my personal account, it's at TechInMartin. Right? Let the world know what you guys just witnessed, right? And how we vibe together. And can I see some reactions in the chat? All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in. Hope you guys have a great night, right? And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. See you. Let me just end the stream. Bye.